Alright guys, here we are today, and it is time for skills. Today, you're going to need your dictionary, pencil, and highlighter. That's right, we are getting new tricky words. Yay! We're also going to discuss some sister sounds, s and z. I told you that z was coming back, but come on, let's go out and work.
Alright guys, we are ready. We have our dictionary, our highlighter, and our pencil. We also have our count 'em 1, 2, you have in here, 3 new words. 3 new words for the day. Let's start with this word. Do you already know what this word is? Okay, this word is when. This word is when. Let's look at the sounds we see. In, when. Okay, so that doesn't match because this should not say I. It should say eh. We've learned this diagram before. Sometimes makes this like w sound, so that's okay. That checks out. But this right here, this E, that's your heart part. That's what you have to memorize. It doesn't do what it is supposed to do. So in. When, that's the sounds for the word when. Because it's tricky, we're going to say letter names. W-H-E-N. Excellent. What else are we going to do today? Boom. What is this word? Excellent. This word is why. What do you mean why? Because I said so. This word is why. And it literally just sounds like it's only you saying the letter Y. So that's what makes this tricky, because none of these letters make the sounds they're supposed to make, and it actually creates a whole word, Y. Good job. Alright, let's erase that. And our last word is was. This one is was. So if we look at the sounds we hear w, buzz, was. Does that match? Not even a little. Yes, a little bit, but only a little bit. So like we have discovered, these are words we have to know the letter names of. We have to know them by heart, with that wonderful heart of ours that's always working, an excellent muscle. So heart part right here. So was. So our tricky words for the day are was, when, and why. And if you take a look, you'll notice that all of our words today start with the letter W. So knowing that W is towards the end of the alphabet, I'm not going to start up here in A and B. I'm going to turn to the back and go backwards. I'm going to go backwards to see if I can find what I'm looking for. And don't you know, there's W right there. Okay, so now, you know where we need to start with W. Which word should I look for first, based on the second letter of each word? Well, our second letter of each word is A, H, and H. So which one do I need to find first? Was. Excellent. Good job. So we're looking for W, A, S. All right, let's start at the beginning. W, A, G, W, A, I, W, A, K, W, A, L, W, A, L, W, A, N, W, A, R. Oh, ding, we found it! We found was right here. W, A, S. Was. Now that we've gone over it one time, put that down, and let's proceed to look for our next word. Which of these two words do I look up next? Well, we know the first letter is the same, and we know the second letter is the same. So now we're going to look at letter number 3, E and Y. So which one should I look for first? When. All right, let's find when. Are we going to go back to the beginning, or are we going to pick up where we left off? Pick up where we left off. We're trying to get to W-H-E. All right, so W-A, 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 W-E is another word we've learned. We're at W-H. All right, so now we look for letter number 3, W-H-E. W-H-A, not yet. W-H-A, no, W-H-E. Ooh, what's? Oh, we found W-H-E, so now we need to check for the fourth letter. The fourth letter in this word is another E. What are we looking for? N. So let's keep going. Boom! W-H-E, when. And when Like who is a question word. So you're going to write a question mark next to the word when, and then you're going to highlight it. And now we can proceed and look for our last word of the day. Will I go back to the beginning or just keep going from when? Keep going from when. Because we are already at WHE. We need to get to WHY. So let's keep going. WHI, WHO. There it is. It's in here. And why? Again, a question word. So when I ask you why, you say because. That means you want to answer, which makes it a question. All right, guys. So that completes our new tricky word for the day. Was, when, and why. Was, when, and why. Go ahead and put your book away, and we will go ahead on to sister sounds. Alright, so as I told you, we're going to talk about the sounds S and Z today. They're actually really similar. If you notice, my mouth looks almost the same. But if you make the sound S and the sound Z, listen carefully and actually feel your throat. S and Z. I pause because it tickles. The sound for the sound mostly used by the letter Z, Z, is buzzy. It tickles my tongue and my throat, and I can't do it too much. I bet y'all can do it more than me. So that's what we're going to practice today. I'm going to read a pair of words to you, and we're going to start with words that have first sounds. So here we go. Sip, zip. Repeat those words. Sip, zip. Do you hear the S and the Z? Good. Sap, zap. Sit, zit. Do you hear the difference? Yeah. Sing and zing. Excellent. So now we're going to do a set of words that have the S and the Z as the ending final sounds, okay? Bus, buzz. Bus, buzz. Good job. Hiss, his. Hiss, his. Excellent. Peace, peas. Peace, peas. Okay, just a couple more. Lice, lies. Good job. Pace, pays. Niece, knees. So these words all sound similar with the exception of the one sound S or Z. Now that has nothing to do with their spellings. These spellings are all over the place, but we're looking at the sounds these words make. Now I want to practice specifically when the letter S is used to make the Z sound, because the letter S can make the Z sound. Like I remember I told you the other day that keep that Z sound in mind, because there's the Z single like zip and the Z double like fuzzy. We have one Z, but the letter S can also make the Z sound. And I'm going to show you when it happens, because it's only at the end of words. So I'm going to write some words on the board, and we're going to read them, and then we're going to decide, does the S make the S sound, or does it make the Z sound? So my first word is pots. Say pots. Does it make the S or the Z sound? Good job. Pots sounds like S. What about cups? Say cups. All right, cups. Cups. Do you hear the S sounds like S or Z? Is it buzzy and tickly? No, it's the sound. Okay, how about ponds? Ponds. Ponds. You heard, you felt it? Good. Ponds.
It tickles. It's buzzy. So the S makes the Z sound. Let's do one more. We'll do one more together, and then I have a game for you. Yay! All right. The last one is mugs. Mugs. That's right. Mugs. Mugs. You heard that? It's another example of that buzzy Z sound. So, what do you notice about when the S changes its sound? Correct. It is when it is at the end. In this case, we see it being used on plural nouns. Like a pond is a thing. A mug is a thing. Yeah, I have a couple other examples. I'm not going to write those down. Like rugs and pans. All things. So when you add an S to the end of these words, sometimes and oftentimes even, it makes the Z sound. All right, so you ready to play the game? Okay. Say the word, move the picture to the sound that matches the sound. Soup. You sure? Let's check. Great. Let's try this one. All right, so the word here is superhero. Do you hear the S or the Z? Let's check. Yay! Okay, how about keys? The word is keys. It's the Z sound, that S at the end making the Z sound. Great job. What about daisy? Just listen, daisy. Correct, you hear the Z in daisy. Let's double check. Great job. How about swimming? Swimming. What do you hear in swimming? You sure you hear us in swimming? Let's check our work. Yay! How about zoo? Zoo. Again, we're right. Okay. Zipper. Zipper. Do you hear the S or Z in zipper? Excellent job. Okay. Sock. Sock. What sound do you hear in the word sock? Let's check. Yay! How about sailboat? Sailboat. What do you hear in sailboat? S or Z? Great work. Okay, so this is a specific type of flower. It's called a zinnia. Zinnia. Listen to the word. Zinnia. Do you hear S or Z? You hear the Z in zinnia. Great job. Okay. Ice cream. Remember, we're looking at sounds. Ice cream. Do you hear the S or the Z in ice cream? Great. Okay. Zebra. Zebra, or in some places pronounced zebra. Do you hear the Z or the S in zebra? I hear some people saying it's a Z. Let's check. Great work. Sand castle. Sand castle. Excellent. We actually hear the S in sand and in castle. Okay. Tree house. Tree house. Do you hear a S or a Z in tree house? Tree house. Great work. Ooh, okay. Listen carefully. Dessert. Dessert. What sound do you hear in dessert? No, not what letters do you see. What sound do you hear in dessert? Great work. In dessert, you hear the Z, a little bit, the Z sound. Okay? Ferris wheel. Ferris wheel. Do you hear a S or Z in Ferris wheel? You hear the S in Ferris wheel. Good job. Okay, this says prize. Prize. Do you hear the S or the Z in prize? Great job. You hear the Z in prize. This is a picture of a compass. Compass. Do you hear S or Z in compass? Compass. Good job. How about zucchini? Zucchini. What do you hear in zucchini? Correct. You hear the Z sound in zucchini. Excellent. All right, we're done. Yay!
That game was so much fun. Oh my gosh, that game was so much fun. That was a great exercise for us to do the S and the Z sound in words. So now I guess it's time to say, well, what am I supposed to do with all this? Well, way back when we did a page in our cat book, 11.1. And on that page, it was the sister sounds and V and S and Z. Now, you're welcome to do the front side. I didn't even put it up here. You don't have to. It's great practice. I always encourage you to practice. So, yes, this is in your cat book. This right here comes from your cat book. Page 11.1. And if you feel you need the handwriting practice, by all means, do the front side in your book. I will not discourage you. But what I did was I took the content from the back side and I recreated it. So do you need to put this in your book? No, because that won't result in you turning in your work to me. I can't see that. What you can, and what I expect you to do, is to complete this Nearpod slide matching the words with the pictures, using those sister sounds we practiced. And you will find this underneath the video, just like it has been every other day. It's under the video. But that's all I have for you today, so